I'm Alison Young, independent qualified beauty expert, and I am going to be interviewing right now Shavata Singh, founder of the Shavata multi-award winning brow clinics. They're incredible. And Shavata, welcome. You've got an amazing pop-up experience in Covent Garden when it opens as well. But you're going to give us hints and tips as well about what we can do now.
So we've had a pop-up store in Floral Street. So excited about it. Our first one in Covent Garden. So how do we maintain our eyebrows in the lockdown? Is that the question, Ali?
Yeah, it is. I mean, our hair's growing, we've got roots, but the eyebrows, what can we do right now until we can get an appointment?
So what I would recommend is that you would have a large mirror, sit in front of a large mirror, and then a small mirror to make sure the details are right. A great pair of tweezers. Now, I always like a pointed pair, but it's a preference. And then what I would do is do both eyebrows simultaneously, because what you don't want to do is create an amazing shape in one and then trying to mimic it on the other side. So it's a lot easier if you're doing two eyebrows simultaneously. And another tip, what I would do is get an eyebrow pencil and draw your eyebrows in the shape you want to have them. And once you've drawn a solid line like this, and then what you do is you pluck everything below the drawn line and keep everything above. And that's also,
yeah, that's brilliant tip, because that's actually giving you the clue of it's almost like putting on your best dress and then accessorizing around it. So what you're saying is dress your eyebrow with your pencil or your brow makeup that you normally do, and then tidy up around it. So that's therefore helping prevent people from over plucking, because obviously what we don't want to do is wreck the eyebrow until we can get to your appointment.
Yeah, and also it's a great way of trialing a new shape because it's only makeup. So if you try a shape on, and keep in mind that even if there's no hairs there, all hairs don't grow out at exactly the same time and fall out at the same time. So it may take a couple of months to grow into a shape. So don't fear that, oh, there isn't any hairs there, so I can't have that shape. You just never know. And you're better to always pluck less than more.
So if the pop-up's going to be open then, hopefully in about sort of 6 weeks, we'll be able to make some appointments now in Floral Street and get those appointments ready. What should we be doing now? Because I mean, Shavata, you, for me, in the industry and with other, top journalists and judges as well, invented brows. You put brows on the map. You were the first brow bar. You were the first person to really be recognized by Vogue magazine, and everyone is actually creating this whole new illusion. And I know I've sent my best friend to you. She still goes. And she still, yeah, because you can just make our faces look so completely different as well. So what can we do now before that appointment so we can get the very best job done by your pro staff?
What I would recommend is, again, get your pencil, draw the shape in. And I always recommend when you are plucking your eyebrows is to find where your arch is and stretch where the arch is, because it's a lot easier to have that as a guideline. Even when drawing your eyebrows in, you're better to draw with a focus where that's my arch and that's what I want to draw attention to. That's what's going to create that lift. So what you do, and also when you're holding your pencil, never hold it like you're writing. Always hold it like you're sketching. In that way, you get very light, natural strokes. And in that way, you can build up the color.
And when we're looking at that as well, if we're looking at in Floral Street, getting that appointment, I know you've got a lovely offer on at the moment that if you book the second appointment, you can get a 20% discount on the second appointment as well. But say for that first appointment, if someone's starting to think about having their brows done for the first time in Floral Street, and, it'd be wonderful to go to Covent Garden again, that lovely outdoor cafe culture, all that fresh air, go and get your brows done, have some lunch, meet some friends, because it's going to be a beautiful place to be as well. What's best thing to have for the first appointment if someone's never had their brows before?
So the best is to go in and have a thorough consultation. So no one will be able to come in without a consultation. And in that consultation, we want to know how old you are, because the age determines where to place the arch. Profession. Why do I want to know your profession? Profession tells me your lifestyle. So, a mother of 30, a 5, or a outgoing it girl 30 doesn't want the same eyebrows, doesn't have the same lifestyle. So a mother of 5, doesn't want thin, high maintenance eyebrows, whereas a outgoing it girl doesn't want thick, bushy, low maintenance eyebrows. So it's really important to understand the clients, or as we call them, guests of our store, what our guests actually want, what their needs are. So it's getting that determination, and also asking the client, does she want an anti-aging look? What's her pet hate about her, her face? Does she not like her crow's feet? Does the dark circles under her eyes bother us? Because we've got a solution for all of those issues without.
The way your brow is done can actually take away the emphasis of dark circles or take away the crow's feet. But that, Shavata, I've got to stop you, because that is a finite art. That's why you are different to normal brow work. You've invented and created these techniques, pass them on to your staff, and this is a very unique service where one minute you'll have royalty, in Floral Street, and celebrities and top journalists and actors and actresses, and the next minute you'll have someone that works next door that just is feeling down and wants something done to their face, because you do lash work as well as brow work, and that can be really popular too.
Yeah, we do a lot of lash extensions, brow laminations, lash lifts. So we do, microblading. So if you don't have those perfect brows and you do want to change this, the shape of your brows, or just define them that little bit more, microblading or semi-permanent, what better way? Because the trouble with microblading and semi-permanent makeup is we always notice the bad jobs. We never notice the good jobs, because a good job's done so well. And, and I always say, as you know, Ali, I've always said this from the beginning, eyebrows should silently complement a face. They should never be a feature, because you never go to an art gallery to compliment a frame. But that painting, should be shining, because that frame is silently bringing that painting out. And that's what eyebrows do.
Oh, Shavata, you are a genius as well. So good luck
Come and
to
see
you
us.
and all of your guests. Yes, in Floral Street, with that great offer as well, 20% on that second appointment if it is booked at the same time as well for any of your lash or your brow work. So thank you very much, Shavata Singh.